Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Wealthwise. Today we're gonna do a IPO review of Pyramid Technoplast Limited. Should we opt only for the listing gains or we should look for the long-term vision and have a multi-bagger returns from the stock? But before we invest, the way I always say that we should focus not just on the company but also on the management, fundamentals, technicals, as well as focus what the company is actually manufacturing or doing. Before we proceed further, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends and family so that everyone can invest wisely. And this video is only for educational purpose. Moving forward, there was a investors meet held on 10th of August for Pyramid Technoplast Limited. Luckily, I got a chance to attend this meet personally. It was a great opportunity to interact with the management, hear out the live question and answer sessions, as well as they with the IPO proceedings, they are looking forward to reduce the debt as well as they are confident in expansion. People have been asking questions like chemical sector has a slowdown, so does it affect our business? But they were very keen and very focused that we can see a top line growth. Sharing a snapshot from the investors meet. Talking about the core management team, Mr. Bijay Kumar Agrawal is the MD and chairperson. He started this business with the first unit in 1997 that was in Silvassa. As stated in his presentation, he mentioned that he came from Patna and started this first unit. Post that second generation, we see Mr. Jay Prakash Agrawal. He is a whole-time director and a CFO. Post his joining the business, the company has expanded in a very great way. Now, moving on to company's product category, we see that the company is into packaging solutions, IBC that is intermediate bulk containers, then HDPE plastic barrels as well as MS barrels. IBC is this product is basically high value as well as high margin product. Remaining three are basically high volume and less margin products. Company is also into specific client requirement manufacturing. Now we see that the number of units are six units in Gujarat and Silvassa. The units are strategically located near GIDC and MIDC. Now we see that the industry wise and sector they cater more than 400 plus clients. That is a very huge number. Company has their own fleet of vehicles, so delivery of the finished drums is never a delay. They are supplying material to pharma, refineries, winery distilleries, chemicals, food beverages, medical waste, oil and gas, offshore transport, painting and coating, petrochemical. So there are basically 10 sectors, 10 basically different kind of industries where they are catering. Imagine if there is a slowdown basically in chemicals, so rest at least out of 10, if there is slowdown in two or three, remaining are still functioning very well. In the presentation, they have been mentioning, and even in the DRHP, that top five clients basically constitute only 19% of revenue, and top 10 constitute 27% of revenue. So even if one or the other client goes away, the revenue won't get hit by like 10, 15, 20%. It's gonna maximum get hit by maybe 5, 7%. But looking at the strong customer base and looking at the dynamics in the second generation and first generation of the management, it doesn't seem that the client are going away anywhere. Now, what makes them the way they say that they are strong, safe, and superior? The superior thing does come only with the accreditations and certifications. They have UN certification, TUV, SUD certification. 9001 ISO, 14001 and 45000 ISO, this all related to quality, environment and safety. Now we see what kind of companies they are into. They are into this Aditya Birla Grasim, BASF, it's a very big company, Godrej, Adani Wilmar, Huntsman, and many more, like 400 plus customers. And as I mentioned earlier, like not more than 17% or 18% with the top five customers. Now we look into the peer comparison. This is as per the DRHP. The company says IBC, that is intermediate bulk container. This is a high margin product. The remaining that is MS and HDP barrels and drums, they are low on margin but high on volume products. So IBC is manufactured in mainly only by Time Technoplast Limited. As per the management's commentary, Time Technoplast stands at number one position with 60% market share, and Pyramid Technoplast holds comparatively around 35% of the market share, and remaining is shared by the small players. Gujarat Containers, Mitsu Chemical Plast, these are the companies which are into plastic drums and MS barrels, but they are not making IBC. Now we see the revenue or sales growth in past 3 years. In fiscal 2021, 22 and 23. 21 we saw that there was 31,350 jumped to 40,000, that is close to 30%. This 40,000 turned to 48,000 in 23, that is close to 20%. As per management's commentary, I feel that they can have a 20% growth for next upcoming 2 years. Why one should apply for this IPO? See, there are pros as well as cons. We'll talk about the pros first. Strategic expansion plan. The company is basically making or keeping their manufacturing units close to the customers so that they can deliver products timely. They have customer-oriented approach. Uh, as discussed in their presentation, company mentioned that they keep the stock ready in their warehouses. Customer does not need to keep anything ready. Just their order and the material gets delivered in their own fleets. Land bank for further expansion. The company says that they already have a lot of land bank available. So for future, they won't have to invest money in the land. Diversified customer base. Customers are basically into 10 different sectors or segments or industries, and they have 400 plus customer base. So even if one or two sectors are facing slowdown, we don't see major drop in the revenue for Pyramid Technoplast. Quality and regulated products, as mentioned, that they have various kind of certifications which makes them unique or stands out. The products basically stands out because of the accreditations they already have. So major big companies won't hesitate buying their products. Make to order business. Company basically manufactures any specific size which is required by the client. Their approach is clear that if a client is small today, the client will turn big tomorrow, and if we support him today, we will also grow with him in future. So with this attitude and this mindset, they are already catering many clients. Now let's talk about the cons. These cons are not related only to Pyramid Technoplast. These cons mainly are with respect to entire packaging sector. See, fiber drums, ISO tanks. Fiber drums can come as a substitute to the plastic drums, but they have the limitations. They cannot have liquid in fiber drums. ISO tanks have a limitations of being very large and bulky, like 12 metric ton to 20 metric ton. So there comes a picture with IBC, and IBC has a capacity of 200 kg. As well as now we see the recycling and environment sustainability, which will trigger in future with emissions and everything. But this is going to be an entire industry problem. Now comes the long-term contracts. This is what we see as a moat for investing in any company. But the entire sector works in a way where they just get a confirmation that we need this order. They receive an order and they fulfill the cater that order. So they don't have any long-term contracts. But yes, as we say that business works on relation, they have long-term relations with many clients. So they are growing. The main drawback with respect to or a con with respect to Pyramid Technoplast is limited product range. They are into just plastic HDP as well as MS barrels and IBC. But we see IBC that has been made by only Time Technoplast and by them. Expert verdict from our end. IBC is a high margin product and new expansion will surely add revenues. IPO proceeds are going to be used to reduce debt and for expansion. In last quarter, they have been paying 4 CR as interest. So that interest will go away and the margins will increase. Land parcels are available for further expansion. Management is focusing not just expansion but also on maximum utilization of existing lines. Overall, company has strong fundamentals, strategically located units. One can apply not just for listing gains but also for long term. Price range is 151 to 166, 90 shares per lot, that is 13,590 to 14,940 rupees. And IPO date starts from 18th of August to 23rd of August. We would strongly recommend for listing gains as well as long term, but one needs to keep tracking quarter on quarter results. This video is only for educational purpose. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe your channel Wealthwise. Thank you.